Let's call my wife, please.
Oh, God.
Uh-oh.
Jesus Christ.
Am I on the radio?
Yes, you are. You're on the radio. Tyrese is calling me a liar. For people that don't know, I stopped talking to Tyrese, and there was a reason why I stopped talking to Tyrese. Not because only did I think he was a bozo and full of ish, but also because of the way that I felt he was talking and conducting business with my wife. Tyrese helped save our relationship when we were going through probably our lowest point, and I cheated. Tyrese came in and really helped us and guided us through our relationship, correct?
Yes, he did. Absolutely.
And then we got to a point where we stopped talking to Tyrese. I even blocked Tyrese, and I wanted to box his mouth, as I said the other day. And can you explain to the people why we stopped talking to Tyrese?
Well, we stopped talking to Tyrese on two different occasions. Once, many, many years ago, when he did do that amazing thing for us. He and I became friends, and we were very, very cool, and we spoke often. But for me, it got to a point where it became inappropriate and uncomfortable, where I felt as though lines were being crossed. You know, there was times where I felt like he was extremely demanding of my time and of my attention, where if I didn't give him my time and my attention, he would get very angry, get very upset. At that time, I didn't feel as though he was going through any mental issues. I didn't feel as though he was facing any mental challenges at that time. I know that he does go through things, and I know that he has been on medication, but at that time I felt as though he was very clear-minded and everything seemed cool. But when I started to feel uncomfortable and you started to feel uncomfortable, we took a step back.
Well, what lines were crossed? Because people would be like, well, what lines did he cross?
You know, I don't really feel comfortable being specific because at the same time, I still do have a respect for him. I know that you still do have a respect for him. I would feel more comfortable just being general and saying that, you know, there was flirting and inappropriate compliments for a woman who's married.
Okay. I respect that.
Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Is that fair to say?
I don't have respect for him, though. But, yeah, no, I get it, and you do it. And, you know, I appreciate that, what he did.
How did you see it?
No, I know. I know that everything that's going on right now, and I know that he's being boisterous about it. I haven't been on Instagram in the last 2 weeks because we've been really busy, but you know, you've told me some things, but I haven't really seen it firsthand, so it's not going to affect me the same way it's affecting you because I haven't seen it. But what I can say is that very clear lines were crossed. And
I get it.
So how did you see it, Envy?
There's certain things that you don't say to a man's wife. There's certain things that you don't say to a man's girlfriend. There's certain things that you don't say in a flirtatious way. And I told you what he said. You spoke to my wife yesterday, so you know what he said.
So that's why you wanted to box. That's why you said I'll box your mouth.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to box his mouth. It's just certain things you don't play with somebody's wife like that. And
were you upset that he wasn't flirting with you in any way, shape, or form?
A little bit. No, you see, you playing too much. But no, when it comes to it, I look at it like this. Tyrese did help save my marriage, and I have a respect for him for that. That's the reason why instead of going at him, I just let it go. I just not spoke to him anymore until he starts going up. Now, I don't know if he has a record to sell. He's trying to push his record or whatever it may be. I just don't like it. And the reason I don't like it is that man was up here. He was in our faces. We had a conversation. After the conversation, we let things go. And it's just always weird when people do that. They go home and now all of a sudden they do other things. We just had a conversation. We was just here for an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah, that was strange.
You know, but I just don't like to be called a liar. And when somebody says, I got receipts, when I'm like, no, you spoke to my wife.
What receipts? What do you mean he said he has receipts? Because I'm going to be honest, I don't want to be put in a position to divulge the things that were said. But if he's calling you a liar, then that's a step that might have to be taken. Because by no stretch of the imagination are you a liar. By no stretch of the imagination are you exaggerating anything.
Okay.
It was very clear. It was very inappropriate, and your reaction was very appropriate.
And I also want to say, you know, when he said I didn't check on him, how many messages did I send you yesterday where I showed you that I checked on him numerous times?
I'm sick of y'all.
And I'm just asking.
I'm be honest with you. I'm sick of you,
I'm just
Tyrese.
asking.
And I think y'all are lovers.
You think so?
I do. This is what I think this is all about. I think his
He's
next
not my
album,
type.
I think his next album is about both his exes. Okay, you and his ex-wife.
He's not my type.
I think Beautiful Pain has something to do with you too.
He's not my type.
All right, because both of y'all seem like y'all in pain about
Amy,
this
what's your type?
situation. Definitely his type.
He's tall, dark, and a liar.
He like short, dark,
Okay.
and bald headed.
He's tall, dark, and a liar.
And you
lying-
like-
And a bozo. I don't do bozos, tall, and dark. I like short,
Okay.
dark, bald, honest,
Truth teller.
truth teller.
Okay.
I'm sick of both of y'all,
and
man. So now I got
That's what I like.
That's what you like.
so now I got to deal with a whole nother week of Tyrese.
So DJ Envy did not take lightly to everything Tyrese has been saying in response to him going up to the Breakfast Club and interviewing with DJ Envy and Charlamagne the God. Tyrese has been going on a tirade at the moment saying, honestly, your comments towards me weren't supposed to be any type of feelings there because I've been communicating with you guys. I dropped receipts, communicating with your wife, this, that, and the third. So what's the real problem, Envy? Were you just clout chasing? Because clearly there hasn't been no problem for the past year. This is what Tyrese said in the live yesterday. If you didn't catch that video, go watch that video. But we're not here to discuss that. No, we're here to discuss DJ Envy's response. And DJ Envy called his wife. He called his fucking wife live on the radio this morning to get her to corroborate everything that basically he was saying. And I guess validate his feelings for wanting to beat Tyrese up. Look, at the end of the fucking day, DJ Envy, you really had a problem with Tyrese, then it should have always stayed a problem. If you felt like he was disrespecting your wife, you felt like he was coming off a little too flirtatious towards your wife, which I can understand. It's fucking Tyrese, and he's texting her all the fucking time. I mean, we saw that in the fucking receipts. He's sending her multiple messages showing her Rolls Royce and shit. Nigga, get off my wife's phone. I'd have blocked him too. And I told him I'm the one who blocked him. Fuck the disrespect. No, nigga, you're flirting with my wife where you keep texting her. Why are you still texting her? We're fine. We're figuring it out. We done went to therapy. Tyrese, you have your own mental shit going on right now. Why the fuck would I want you to be my marriage counselor at the moment? Help us where you can help us, and we'll take the help gladly. Thanks. But I do not need you to be texting my wife 24/7. Like, what the fuck are you trying to do? So on that part, I understand DJ Envy. I just feel like we shouldn't be acting like it's cool when it's really not, because clearly you still had a problem with this man. And since you still had a problem with this man, you should have just been like, hey, I don't want to interview him because I might say something that might light this interview way much upper than it needed to go. And we're just gonna leave it alone because I still have some animosity towards guy. Clearly, DJ Envy still has some beef with Tyrese, because if you didn't, you wouldn't have said you wanted to punch him in the mouth when he was going through his little episode. No, you would just be like, look, you're going through your episode. I was really frustrated with you around that moment because you were saying some really idiotic things and making flirtatious passes towards my wife, and I did not like that at all. And just left it there, had the conversation there. But saying you wanted to fight the nigga, come on, Envy, you were just asking for a negative energy to be approached with at the end of the day. And I want to blame Tyrese for saying, hey, okay, well, shit, nigga, let's fight. At the end of the day, like I said, he called his wife to kind of corroborate everything and basically saying that Tyrese was really flirting with her and he did not like the fact that he kept hitting up her phone. And I'm not mad at that at all. Look, I don't know where this DJ Envy and Tyrese saga is going. Earlier this year, DJ Envy was beefing with Rick Ross, and then he ended up getting sued because he was working with a scammer, and now he's sending everybody that's talking about that cease and desist letters. So we're gonna leave it there for me. And yeah, and so he's been going through a lot this year, and then he had the situation with Gunplay. It's been a lot with DJ Envy, and I'm kind of tired of seeing his name in the news. I really fucking am, man. Because at the end of the day, he's just a radio personality. He's like Academics, you know? Him and Academics, not the same people, but when it comes to how they feel towards people, they definitely will throw rocks and then hide their hands because they really don't want to fight. They just want to make it seem like they're tough. That's all. That's it. Anyways, those are my 2 cents. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Clearly, this is a hot topic for you guys. Y'all are loving this DJ Envy versus Tyrese beef. Will it continue? Will these guys reconcile? Let me know in the comments below. I am Savvy Mike, and this I am Savvy Mike TV. Peace.